toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we see a squad from the Big 12, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebacker.
Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
Turning it on! Creates a little room. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. Those defensive linemen to try to move them out of the way to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grab behind the line. It's Silva. They make the tackle. .33, and it is well short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
To the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds his man. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
After run, now throw. That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, a lot of space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Keller. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I could throw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to set up the screen. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Spits it out to the back. On target. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's a draw. He breaks the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to fire on second down. Plucks it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lawson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Firing to the right, complete. Gets away from one. He continues to fight for yards. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. This time they'll go to the running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Marches ahead, and he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
There he goes. He was so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Let's go. The snap sets up to throw. Big fella moving. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Ready to try the point after. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're
he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it inside the 20. all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Breaks into the open, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Silva. And they swarm him under. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
He's got it. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead, the fake, and he wants to throw.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here's the pressure. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Gonna look downfield again. On target over the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fisher. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scram.
Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Lets it fly. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter.
Turning it on. Gets it out quickly. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. It's Pater late in the game.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the...
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've reeled off 6 straight to start.